I want y'all to feel this thing a little bit. I need you to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, we's a free neighbor. Y'all got to put a little more slavery. I said, neighbor, we's a free neighbor. Amen. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we ask right now to come in this program, Lord. Anoint my tongue so I can speak. Anoint my mind, anoint my heart. Lord, anoint their ears so they can hear. Anoint their heart so they can receive what you have for them today. Lord, take me out of self and help me to do what you have called me to do. We ask these and all blessings in the name of the Father, the Son, and the precious Holy Ghost. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, everybody knows that I'm studying for the bar right now. I'm studying sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day. Lord, help me, Jesus. I am working hard, and every once in a while, I need a break. So I was studying one day. I'm talking about studying hard. And I was like, man, I need a break. So I decided to call my wife, and I said, you know what, let's go for lunch, because I need to take at least 30 minutes off. But me and my wife, we got at lunch, and we started talking about a conversation, a topic that took a long time. And that topic was, can a person be born gay? Now this conversation took an hour. I was planning on 30 minutes, but we got talking, and my wife was arguing back and forth with me. I was like, are you the one in law school or me? She was arguing like she was a lawyer. And she was saying, there's no way that a baby can be born gay. You can't be born gay. It's not possible to be born gay. And I was trying to tell her, baby, I'm not saying that the baby just comes out the womb gay. I'm not saying that the baby is crying, I want the milk. I'm not saying that the baby's saying like that, but I'm saying certain people have tendencies to be more gay than other people. I mean, y'all hang out with me. Now some people, y'all have friends, y'all have cousins, y'all have people that y'all see that are just a little bit different. You know, when I was young, I used to go outside and play basketball and go wrestle and get dirty. I was rough. But some people, some of the fellas just didn't want to get dirty. You know what I'm saying? Some of them didn't want to do that. So I'm saying there has to be something that makes that more of a struggle for them than it is for me. Now, I don't want y'all to think that I'm gay bashing. That's not what I'm doing, because homosexuality is a sin, but anybody who is in sin is a slave to sin. They are a slave to sin. But what is a slave? Now, a slave is someone who has control over you. Someone else has control over you. They force you to do things that you didn't want to do. They control you. They have dominion over you. And when I talk about slavery in the year 2009 and the majority black church, you know, sometimes we get a little bit of funny feeling about it, because slavery was a very harsh time in America. Slavery was very bad, and a lot of folks don't really want to talk about slavery, but in slavery, a lot of people were treated differently. Now, you know, look at me. I mean, I'm pretty dark, and Pastor Tam, I love you to death, but you know, me and you, we would not have been in the house. Not even close to the house. We've been in the field somewhere. And my wife over there, my mama now, you know, they've been in the house with the kids somewhere. My daddy kind of brown, he might have been close to the house, but once the sun starts shining, he got to go back outside. But the thing is that people are treated and affected differently by slavery in America. But when you are a slave to sin, it's the same way. The slavery affects you differently. Sin affects everyone differently. Some people might be more prone to have attitude problems. I had a client that told me, Tyrell, look, man, I just got an attitude problem. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's why you're in jail. But he keeps telling me, I got an attitude problem. Some people struggle with drugs. Some people struggle with smoking. Some people struggle with sex. Some people struggle with stealing. There's so many things that they struggle with because they are a slave to sin. They are being controlled by sin. Now, I'm gonna break this thing down a little bit differently. Because slavery in America lasted for years. It kept going on for years and years. And finally, slavery came to an end. And how did slavery end in America? Anybody know? Anybody know how slavery ended in America? Somebody? That's what everybody says. The Emancipation Proclamation. That is not the answer. Slavery ended in America because of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution. Now I'm going to give y'all a little bit of law for free because I'm studying about it all the time. The 13th Amendment to the Constitution was what ended slavery in America. Now the 13th Amendment didn't just make slavery illegal. It gave the government the power to make sure that slavery never happens again. Now you know Jesus is smarter than the government. So now, when Jesus freed you from your slavery, he had to make sure it was another way that it wouldn't happen again. We were in slavery to sin. But when Jesus died on the cross, he forgave us of our sins and he kept us free from that slavery. He set us free from sin. Now, I know a lot of people say, okay, I'm setting free from sin, but it's still hard. I'm still tempted. I still have problems. I still have issues. But just like the 13th Amendment, if anything looks like slavery, the government can come in and shut that down. Anything that looks like sin in your life, Jesus can come in and shut that down. So many people do not understand the power they have, the access they have to Jesus. Now, let me break some things down real quick now. If y'all walked around to another city in North Carolina, let's say we're going to Stokes, North Carolina, and people are walking around like slavery was still going on. I mean, they walking around, they're like, oh, you know, my master ain't gonna want us to walk outside. We can't read no books. The master don't want us to read no books. We can't do that no more. We can't drive. The master don't want us to be driving. The master said we got to be home by 5. If they're walking around like slavery is still going on, you're going to look at them like they're crazy because they are free. Now, I'm going to make this thing spiritual because people are the exact same way now. They're acting like they're still in slavery. I had people say, you know what, I just can't help it. I was born this way. You know, I can't help it. I just have a natural attitude problem. That's just me.